The bad boy Detroit Pistons will hold the number 1 pick in the 2021 NBA draft. So a lot of people, they guess that, the Pistons, the Rockets, that they were the favorite to get this pick. But I didn't hear a lot of talk going into the lottery about, the Pistons, and it was weird because they had an equal chance with the Rockets to get that number 1 pick. Regardless, they got it. And now the question is, who are they going to pick? And if you really ask anyone who knows anything about the NBA, that's not really a question. You're going to pick Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham is the consensus number 1 pick. He is this player out of Oklahoma State. The dude has a 7-foot wingspan. He's an athletic freak of nature. A lot of people, they like to, they think he is this next big breakout star, and I think he has a lot of potential to do that. One thing, though, that I think that should temper expectations for someone like Cade Cunningham, and again, this is not a knock on him per se, but is he the type of, like transcendental star like a Zion Williamson? Is he the type of star like, LeBron that's going to come in and change the franchise immediately in that way? If that's your expectation and you're a Detroit Pistons fan, you should temper that. Because there are very few differences between the way he plays ball and the way that some of those players have played in the past. Cunningham, he does a lot of things great. He can score. He's got good ball vision. The dude can get boards off the rebound. Like, he can do a lot of good stuff. Some of the places where he lacks is stuff like, getting past defenders in the paint. There's stuff like, just questions about his strength and, his ability to really get past these tougher defenders in the league. And, he's going to be tested. That's the one thing we need to remember. He's going to be tested when he gets to the NBA. Is he going to be able to do the same productivity, have the same level of success in the NBA on a pro level? And that's a big question for a lot of people. That's a big question for not just Cunningham. That's a big question for a lot of these guys that are in this draft. But if you're going to ask me who Detroit should pick, they have to pick Cunningham. He's the best player. Regardless of all of those things that I just mentioned, I just said that to temper expectations. He's the best player, and he has the ability to be a superstar. Yes, a superstar in this league. The only thing that can stop him, I think, is not only just him. Like, obviously, it's a given. Any player can stop themselves from achieving their potential as far as amount of success. But the other thing that I think can stop him and, is his biggest hurdle is the fact that he is going to Detroit. And we know all the talk about, Ben Wallace, he's more involved now. We know they're trying to change things a little bit, but you look at what Detroit's done over the past just 10 years. They haven't been able to get any amount of real success. Whether they had Derrick Rose, whether they had Blake Griffin. And Blake Griffin just kind of proved it. Blake Griffin quit on that team and forced his way out to go to Brooklyn because he knew that team wasn't going anywhere. And there was really no potential for that team. And he didn't see the vision. He didn't see the vision to fix it. That's the problem I see with Detroit. They can bring in Cade Cunningham, and Cade Cunningham can come in, win Rookie of the Year, do amazing things for this franchise. But if the vision isn't there, from a front office, from the head coach, all the way down to the players, if the vision isn't there, agreed upon, and, in many ways, just, fulfilled and like inspirational enough for the players, they're not going to buy into it, and the team's not going to be good. They can only go so far. You can only go so far. And Detroit has been one of these franchises over the past number of years that has just been inept as far as developing talent, that has just been inept as far as getting the most out of their players. And like I said, they've had players like Blake Griffin, Derrick Rose leaves Detroit. What does he do? He goes in and becomes a sixth man of the year candidate with the Knicks. Averages damn near 19 points. Blake Griffin leaves the Detroit Pistons. What does he do? He goes to the Brooklyn Nets, and he becomes a consequential player in their run this year to the playoffs and in the playoffs as well. So it hasn't really, like, part of it has been, they've lacked talent around some of these players, but that doesn't mean that they've lacked talent overall. So they better have a plan. You got this number one pick. It doesn't happen that often, unless you're a Cavs fan like me. It doesn't happen that often. So when it does, you have to be ready for that moment. And if you're not, take it from me, a Cavs fan, if you're not ready for that moment, it's going to be very fleeting. And you don't know how much longer Cade Cunningham is going to be in there. You don't know how much longer he's going to be there. And that's just the truth. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.